All right, so what about negative 15? Where's that?
Integers.
All right, what about 0.91? What about pi?
Irrational.
What about 0? Whole number. What about negative 3.65? Good. I'm glad nobody said anything that it was an integer. What about the square root of 25?
Integers.
What is that equal to?
No, that's a whole.
That's equal to 5. That is a whole number. Make sure you are figuring these out first. Remember, we are only dealing with the positive one of the square root because that's our principal. That's the one we first deal with. All right, what about 1/2? Rational, how come? It's a decimal, good. What about 0.6 repeating forever? By the way, that's also 2/3. Rational, it repeats. What about 2? Whole. As I try to put a check mark. What about negative 3.0? Put that in your calculator real quick. Do negative 3.0 and push enter. Push enter and tell me what you get. Negative 3, which means that decimal went away. If you are not sure, remember that's something you can do. What about the square root of 14? Do you get a decimal or do you get a whole number? Decimal means what? It's irrational. If you get a decimal with a square root, automatically irrational because it'll never repeat. What about 22/7? Rational. That can turn into a decimal that will repeat. What about 8.00? Whole number. Remember, if you're not sure, put it in your calculator. Your calculator gets rid of the extra zeros. What about negative 14⅓? Rational. By the way, if that was your phone, I'm going to give you one shot to turn it off. It should already be off. I shouldn't have heard anything. What about this next one? 0.10110. It's irrational. Why is it irrational? Never stops, never repeats. Hello. Glad you were here. Thank you. We're on page 26. And what about the negative square root of 25? Integer. Why is that an integer? Equals to a -5. Remember, if the negative's on the outside of the square root, then it's a negative. Other than that, any square root will always be positive. Any questions on any of this? Do I need to give y'all a minute to finish copying down? Okay, I'll wait a minute. All right, then go ahead and flip over to page 27. We may be finishing this tomorrow, but we can at least start on it today. All right, rational numbers. We can write them as fractions, or what is that magical word I keep telling you over and over and over? Decimals. And Gracie's got it.
Decimals.
So if you take your fraction and it becomes a decimal, there's 2 types of decimals that you need to know about. You got it. Terminating or repeating. And what does terminating mean? They stop. Like, think about the Terminator who stops. What you doing? So if you want to write above that terminating, it stops. We can go from there. And you have the square roots. Does anybody remember that nice little word? It's not non-perfect, it's perfect. So if I do like the square root of 16 or the square root of 64, square root of 25, any of those,
Thank you.
alrighty. We're going to do one more little section and we are done. Alright, so this actually might help you on your nice little vocabulary word.
Irrational.
Fraction. You also might see that as a ratio. So a ratio is a type of fraction, by the way, that might help you with some of your vocabulary words that's on your homework. So irrational numbers, if we have stops, what would these be? If rational numbers stops, what do irrational numbers not do? They don't stop. It's like that Journey song, Don't Stop Believing. And if they repeat, these ones what? They don't repeat. And Alejandro, what was that word you said earlier with the squares? These are your non-perfect squares.
And we're done.
And this is, yes, where you are stopping for today. Although I will give you a little bit of thing here. Page 19, I believe. Ooh, I'm hearing it is also 9:14. All right, so we started here yesterday. I just want to know, is this rational or irrational? So can it be put on a number line or can it not? All right, so -12, rational or irrational? Rational. It can go on a number line. This is also an integer. All right, what about pi? Irrational. Why? It is pi. No repeat, no stop. What about 0.6? Rational. Stops. Rational and irrational will both have decimals. Rational stops and repeats. What about 7/8? Rational, how come? It stops. If you're not sure, you can do 7 divided by 8. It'll be 0.875. All right, what about the next one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Irrational, why? Does it repeat? It's pattern. Patterns, we know the pattern. We know what's going to happen next, but it's irrational. What about 0.3 repeating forever? What about the square root of 20? You get a decimal. What happens when I get a decimal? What does that automatically make it?
Irrational.
Irrational. I'm going to say that's a decimal with the square root of a whole number. All right, what about the next one? I'm hearing rational. Why? I'm going to hope that was rational. Why is this rational? It can be put on number line. It also stops. You don't see any kind of extra there. What about the negative square root of 121? Did you do it in your calculator? Why is it rational? What's that equal to? What is negative 11? It's an integer. All integers are automatically rational. All right, your lovely place values. Does everybody realize those are based on a value of 10? So if you did not, go ahead and put up here. We're going to put a decimal. Now we're going to do it this way. This is your tenths. This is your hundredths. This is your thousandths. This way we know how this happens. Now if I go this way, I multiply by 10, which is why we have ones, tens, and of course I'm going to stop over here at the thousands. Does everybody notice how these are the same? There is no such thing as a ones place. Yes, I'm giving you a little bit of help with some stuff. Is everybody okay with that idea? I know not everybody teaches it that way, but they should. I'm sorry that we don't. I'm sorry the state doesn't say this is how it should be taught when we're learning the power, like the place value system. But that's actually what's going on. If you go left, you're multiplying. If you go right, you're dividing. And it's always by tens. How many tens do you see right here? Do y'all see how that number is the same as that little itty bitty 6? All right, I'm going to do a couple of these with you, and then the rest you're going to do by yourself. All right? So, how many tens should I see right here? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be 100,000, so 100,000. Yeah, I'm not writing all that out. If you want to, go for it, but I'm not gonna make y'all write that out. Your calculator will do some of this for you. However, some of it will not. It will give you this number. So real quick, we're going to do this bottom one. I'm going to teach you how to do this in your calculator. You ready? You're going to do the alpha button. The alpha button, it's green. And then you're going to do that y equals button. It's at the very top left. Very top left. It's at the top of your calculator, right underneath your screen. And then I want you to choose option 1. You can just push enter if you'd like. Yep, that's how you do a fraction. Now, on the top, you're going to put a 1. At the bottom, you're going to do 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Arrow down. There's arrows on the right side. Make sure you only do 6. Once you got it, push enter. Now, what you are going to get is going to look a little different. Because in your calculator, you're going to see something looks like this.
I got 1 minus 6.
Right? Everybody see that in their calculator? That means this is how it would be written out ordinarily. So this is the same thing as this. So that 1e negative 6 is the exact same thing as the 1 times 10 to the negative 6. It means that some of this you might actually have to use your actual judgment in how to do this. That means you cannot use the calculator every single time for scientific notation. Now, what I do want to show you real quick is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, right? Now watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Four, 5, 6. Does everybody see I've got 6 different colors there? That's where that comes from. I think the rest it will be okay, but if you're not sure, so like this one I'm going to go ahead and give you. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different numbers. The rest you should be able to figure out. So I'm going to give you a couple songs to fill out the rest of your chart. If you get stuck, you are welcome to ask me for help. It does follow a pattern. So these will be the same. These are the same. These are the same. Same, same, same ones. If it'll help, I'll even color code that for you. So same, 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 same. I ran out of colors. So these fractions are also the same. So if we wanted to put in the commas up here, it'd be good if I could figure out where I'm putting my commas. I'd have the commas even in the exact same place. Everybody good with that? So if I was to put in all the commas, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Even the commas are in the same space. So if you get stuck, remember they are the exact same. Just one's on top of one, the other one's on the bottom of one. Y'all cool with that? Can we fill that in real quick for me?